Hello, happy Monday. We're doing something a little different today. You might notice by the title and what is this? And what's this? And this? We're kitting up ahead. I have the fabric that I'm gonna keep in the bag so it doesn't get dirty. I have the threads. I have some very noisy thread chips. Well, the Annie's Keepers. And I have stickers to go on the Annie's Keepers. I have the entire... These are the ones that came with the Annie's Keepers, but these are the fancy ones. So the plan for today is, for 2 hours, we're going to be working on this. Then we'll be switching over to stitching. I have the fabric prepared. We're starting a new project. This is a linen. Can you see? You can kind of see. The camera does not like this fabric. The slubs. This is what a linen looks like. So this is what I'll be working on after. You feel like you're dying, little? Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We have my handy dandy ruler, my 36-inch ruler, because I am not winding all these how I do it by hand, because oh my god. So I have the pattern, I have the PDF I should say, and we're going to do it by page. So we'll see how many of these we get through today. I need to go through this bag. I need to find all of the colours that are on this first page. And then off we go. Let's just dump it. Take the fabric out for a second. Dump it. Put the fabric back in. And then I'll put the fabric here. And then we'll slowly go through it all. And not pull all the labels off. How does that sound? Let's not pull the labels off. It's just one of those days. Explains why I've been feeling meh this weekend. Yeah. It's, as much as it sucks, it's nice when you find out what's wrong with you and you're not just getting ill or something like, oh, I've been feeling this way because of this. So... some of these have multiples, so I'm trying to grab them. 995, right. I have a bag over here to put the multiples in. So all these 995s and 6s. Right, I'm going to put the others back into this bag. Right, don't need... I think this goes up to 740. So if it's not 740, it's not coming with. Hey, one of you, one over there. Problem is there's so many of these colours. I should have just grabbed the duplicates out ahead of time. 823. I just saw we had one of them here. 3846, 3845, 3843, 3842. I ordered more diamond dart storage for the new one because I'm gonna need it. Yes. At least we have time. That's sold out, by the way. Like, proper sold out. It's sold out from the general release. Sorry, the brain, come on. The early access, and now it's sold out the same day from the general release. So I panic bought that. I was like, discount code? Forget it. Just go. We have like a million skeins of 310. I feel like I have so much 310. Right, so 741, but we don't need that one. We need that one. These are spares. I feel like I'm gonna end up throwing something. She's gonna wait for it to come back into stock. Oh, I know, I had a friend that wanted it too. Oh no. Yeah, Margaret Morales ones do sell pretty quick. Did I just throw a 796 in the bag? She's not desperate for it. Whip parade time? Keshi, no, not yet. This is kitting up. This is not a whip parade. Do you see whip parade in the title? No. How are you doing today, Keshi? I am kitting up ahead. Right, we need 209, 340, 150. That's the first colour. Well, is that like you're feeling well, or you're like, well, it's hard to tell. 810, 909. I had nothing to do with this kitting upstream. Nothing. 3799, 991 or 3847. Okay. Okay. Good. I'm glad to hear at least one of us is doing okay. How am I? Yeah. I'm at the moment I'm okay, but we shall see. I feel like I'm just gonna get myself confused trying to find all these doubles right now. I'm just trying to find the first page's colours. Struggle busing. Yeah, a bit. I had a big stressy event over the weekend, and me and stress do not go well right now. So, because the first stress has started when that unit turned up, that Kallax unit, because I wanted it on the wall over here by me and it wouldn't fit. The shelf that the camera's sitting on and all my projects, well, not all of them, most of my projects are sitting on, would have to be moved right along the wall, and it would be under the telly and I'd have no shelf space. So we've had to put it on the other side of the room, which isn't where I wanted it. So I was just stressing about that. And then the laws changed here in the UK where cats have to be microchipped. Now, Zelda has been microchipped since he was neutered, so like I didn't have to worry about that. But the vet messed up and put the wrong details in. They put him under my aunt's name, and I never bothered to change it because we all live in the same house, so it's not that much of a concern. Like, if he was to have ever gotten out, he would still be returned to this address where we live. But now the law's like, yeah, you need to make sure it's up to date, otherwise you'll get a £500 fine. And I was like, oh. So I went to go do it yesterday. I clicked the wrong button and it locked me out, and the phone line was down because it was a Sunday. But it's all been sorted now. Zelda is now officially 100% in my name, like he should have been. But I've just been very stressed because of it. Because I just don't do well with stress. So then I wanted to paint my nails yesterday, but I couldn't, so they were painted today. Like a few hours ago. I'm wearing Plankton by Mooncat. Oh, let's not show off too messy. But yeah, me and stress. I think I'm just going to shove all these in the bag and then I'll sort out duplicates at another time. Because I'm getting confused. Oh, I'll keep those ones out. I'm going to end up getting myself confused. I'll just go through them after stream. Both my boys are chipped in my name too. Well, Zelda should have been. That's what's really annoying. He should have been when I got him. Well, not when I got him. When I got him neutered, he was supposed to be in my name. And he was not. And I should have noticed when I started to get letters with Zelda on it, but it wasn't addressed to me. It was addressed to my aunt. But yeah, so that was fun. And the reason why I didn't stream Friday was because my aunt was not very well. She was in bed, and we share a room, so I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna stream because she needs to rest. So that's why there wasn't a stream on Friday as well. We're finding all the colours for this page are at like the bottom. Now, do we already have a 720? We have a 740. I'm going to throw it over there, and if we find another one, then I'll just put it in the pile. I'm only going from 150 to 740 right now. So if it's not one of those numbers in that range, it's going in the bag. Yeah, literally, they're all at the bottom of the pile. But she's fine. She was literally fine from Saturday. So it's just weird. Bodies are weird. Right, I also have this bag here to put the ends in, the labels. Because if I put them in the bin, a certain cat, not naming any names, Zelda, will take them out and eat them. So we don't want that. So they're going in this bag so I know where they are. These are my duplicate. I don't think they're gonna fit in this now. I might have to get another bag. Never mind. Right, that's over there. Let me just double check this page. 150. Oh god. This is a big pile. Whose idea was this to get up ahead on stream? Mine? Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, it was mine, wasn't it? The problem is, my desk, I've also got my PlayStation on my desk as well. I'm gonna grab this and we're gonna make piles. Yours. Yeah, I know it was my idea. I just don't have the space on my desk. Right, 1s go there. 6 can go there. 3s can go about there. 2. I had a fun time though, Thursday organising my threads when they arrive, when the boxes and that turn up, because I was like, well, if I can only do certain things, I'm gonna organise my threads. So that's what I did. So they're now all the ones that I have to do. I did get some more today from Lakeside because of my thread club to get hopefully in about a year. No, sometime next year I'll have the whole DMC collection. I probably already have it, as we've discussed before, but I want to have a master set. You still don't have fabric? Oh no, little, it should. I hope it turns up soon. If it doesn't turn up, maybe by Wednesday, shoot her a message and just be like, hey. Because at least if she says it's been sent out, it's got to get from London to Scotland. So it shouldn't take that long. But it could be she's doing them in batches of when they were all paid off. But you paid yours off before mine, I feel like. So I'm not sure. Right, that's all the colours. So now I'm going to put them into like little kind of piles again over here. I do need that though. I need these labels. So we have here 150, 152, 154, 155, 158, 166 and 169. You're on the naughty list, little. Why? Why is she on the naughty list, Keshi? Because she's going to order more. I see nothing wrong with that. Right. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, that's why. Sorry, this is probably really loud. I'm trying to just grab a handful. Because I'm not giving her the order. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, ah! I dropped one. Where'd that go? They're escaping me. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, Jesus Christ, they just slipped out my hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right. This bag I have here has every single one I need for this project. So we don't have to worry about me having to find more. I bought 300 of them when I only need 99. Because why not? Right. Grab my little sticker sheet. Come on. This has loads of them. It comes with, so you got the regular DMC. Then it comes with, and this paper smells, it comes with the special ones. Let's go slip. And it comes with the étoile. And I think this is the satin. I'm not sure what the S is. That could be satin. I can't remember. But it comes with, and I was like, I'm not going to use all those. So my plan is, these are ones that are going to be used on the Annie's Keepers, obviously. And then because I do have some spare DMCs, because where I've bought some before, these will be used for going on those Annie's Keepers. Because I'm like, I am too lazy to write out 99 of these. It was bad enough kitting up projects yesterday. God, this cannot peel. Nails too short. Oh, there we go. Right. Oh, that sticker was stuck to me more than that. Right, first sticker. Bit wonky, but it's on. It's on. Right, we need 152. God, these stickers. Love how she's putting me on the naughty list when it's already too late after Saturday. I don't know what you mean, little. 154. I might have to use the danger tweezers to peel these. Uh, 155. Oh, I am not awares. Indulge. No, my dinner's still on my desk a bit. There's crumbs everywhere. I have no room. I plead the fifth. I also plead the fifth. Right, I don't need that sheet. Those sheets, I think, can sit there. 158. Mr. Matakeshi, we won't tell you. 158. 166. You know, I had all this prepared. Do you know what I didn't grab? And I'm so stupid because I'm going to have to make a ton of noise. The rings to put these on. I played the fifth about the pretty things. 169. Ooh. There we go. Right, put that over there. I should probably get a thread keeper before getting up the EV tower. Well, these are the Annie's keepers, and then the other ones I have, which I actually do have right here. These are the Pip and Chip, and the Annie's keepers together. Yeah, look, I wrote all these ones out. Ugh. Imagine doing that for all those. Ah! I dropped that. I've got the dropsies. Oh, there's a thread on the floor. Oops. These are the threads for that Tiny Modernist Patreon now. Emma, stop throwing things. I can't help it. Where did I put those rings though? Oh, they're gonna be 1 second. Oh, Jesus Christ, I don't have enough hands for this. Cross stitch, you sit there. Needle, get back on that minder. Got some. Right, sorry, I'm coming back. Right, I got the rings. There they are. These are the threads I got to put on the thread drops for the Lakeside order. So I got that to do at some point. I'm trying to get my hour of work in now before I curl up on the couch again. So I have these rings. I have this really big ring. And then I have these tinier rings because these rings used to be what held my heights out. And it was so cumbersome. I had 5 of these holding so many of the threads. And it was getting annoying. So I bought these bigger ones to try. And I've got less of them. So these are the rings I'll need. I forgot, that's the one thing I forgot before I started today. Right. I might just do these ones by hand until my wrist gets tired and then start using the ruler. Because it's a big old 36-inch ruler. We'll see, I might not even use it at all, but I have it ready just in case. I have my not as nice snips from Megan. I got these from one of the fabulous houses. Don't ask me which one because I cannot remember. But I do have my stalks in case I need them in my pot right next to me. But I prefer to use these for when I'm just doing these. So we will start with this. I need this bag to stand up somewhere though, so I can put those in. Oh dear. Yeah, I like my thread nice and long. Not stupidly long. I am that Freddie Mercury meme. Because I did buy a ruler before from Pip and Chip. I bought a 18-inch only to stupidly not realise you have to fold the thread in half. So when you fold the thread in half, it's not 19 inches, it's 8 inches. So instead of it being like as long as all my other ones were, it was half the size. That was the day the dumb emote came into existence, by the way, because I was like, I am so dumb. So I had to go buy another ruler, wait for that to turn up, try it out and be like, oh, thank God it's the right length. But that 19-inch ruler I have will come in handy because some projects when I work on 40 count, a standard length that I use is too long. Oh, so what I do, I should really show you. I've folded it in half and I'm trying to separate the two now. Right, there's the loop, and then I've got these threads here, and then I'll pull this, and it normally gets 20,000 knots in it, but because you're all watching, it's behaving. I put it on my finger, I take this loop, I put it over there, I hold this to hold these two, and then I will pull it, so then the other loop is between these fingers. I will bring that up, and then now I have a length of thread this long. I then have an itchy nose because thread dust. I will then hold this end, pinch this, take my scissors with this still on my finger, and then I cut. We're gonna watch this a million times, little, so you should get the hang of it. Then I take my thread drop, I thread it through the hole, I then loop it over, and I pull through. Ta-da! We have our first one done. And then I take my ring, I open it up, I put it on, and then I turn my Lowry stand, because I use my table Lowry, to hold the ring, so I don't have to worry about the threads going everywhere. Right, again, we'll do it again. I'll take 152, put the ends in a bag so Zell doesn't get hold of them. So when you're untangling a thread as well, I should point this out, the best one to do it from is normally this side, right? You see this longer one? This is normally the really nice one you want to pull from. Some people will leave it on this and pull. I don't like doing that because... So you just pull this until you have the whole skein untangled. Try not to pull other things. And what's good is when you do your pile, you need to make sure the other tail is not in that pile. Okay? You do not want it in this pile. You want it off to the side. Otherwise, you're going to be looking through Spaghetti Junction for it. So I have my one end, and then I take my other end, and I line them up as evenly as I can. I pull them through, and look, see, this one's kind of knotting up. It's kind of behaving. Sometimes they do get massive knots in them, but this one's behaved again. Ooh, get off my pinky. And then you take the loop, you put the two together, you then pull this through. Where's the other end? There. Put the loop on one finger, put the loop on the other finger as well. You pull it, so you got the other loop on the other finger, you let them together, and then you have this end and you have that end. You then hold this end, snip. There we go. Do we understand a little better now? My hand's getting itchy as well because my eczema's decided to play up. And then once again we put it on our loop, on our ring. Yes. Good, I'm glad. I was like, am I telling this really poorly? And people were just gonna be like, Emma, that makes no sense. So 154 is our next colour. Do the same thing. Normally, when I'm keying things up, I'm watching YouTube, I'm watching live streams, and I'm just not paying attention because this gets tedious. Yeah, my hand's getting really itchy. So that's what I'd normally be doing. I'd normally be watching. Oh, let's see. We have our first knot. There we go. You'll find my brain is just... Oh, I get that. My brain's been like that. People have been asking me things all weekend. I'm just like... Huh? In English, please? Especially when a headache's coming on. Now, I turned all my fans off because I was getting cold, but now I'm getting warm, and I'm like, Even though it's like pretty cold, but this is what happened to me last night as well. I turned them off because I was cold, and I was like, oh boy, I'm getting hot. Yeah, this is just how I get up my things. Like when I found out I was on my period, I was just sat there like, huh? It might be worth speaking to a doctor or someone about that, because I swear you're not supposed to have periods whilst you're on things like that. Because clearly, I mean, if you were using that as birth control then, and you've had a period, that means clearly it's not working as a birth control. So, because I'm on the depot injection, which is every 11-12 weeks, and since I've been on it, I've had one period, and that was like the best period I've ever had. Oh, do you know what as well? Your meds could also be interfering with your birth control. I've just realised like that could be what it is as well. Because I know you haven't just started them, you've been on them for a little while, but it could be possible. I mean, I'm not a doctor. I've just read tons of things because my hand won't stop itching. Yeah. Periods suck. That's the end of that. That's the start, the middle, and the end. Periods suck. Right, that's the short end, so the long end is there. Oh, this one feels soft. Do you ever get those DMCs where one skein will feel rough as anything and the other one will feel really soft? I haven't had one since March last year. I haven't had a period. I can remember what I was doing when I started that period, but I can't remember what year it was. It was when I was still working. Yes, Keshi, with the kappa face. Like, this one feels really silky, this purple. 155. Oh, the camera doesn't like me doing that, I'm so sorry. I don't know what setting that is that's making the camera vibrate funny. I apologise if that makes anyone feel sick. It's made me feel a bit sick looking at it. I always blame Zach for my periods. Poor Zach. I have no one to blame. Oh, that's caught up over there. Whoop. I have no one to blame but me. It's a pretty purple. It's 155. What is this used for? Oh, the nose itchies. I'd have to open Pattern Keeper to have a look. It's showing up a bit... Oh, I'm caught on that again. Washed out on camera. No, it's a darker... Well, there's more accurate. Also, you're trying to make Keshi cry. No, I'm sorry, Keshi. I just have the Kingdom Hearts music in my playlist. Because I like it. This is a piano and a flute cover. Because if you play the actual Simple and Clean, you get bopped sometimes. If Keshi no cry, I'll show Keshi what we did at the weekend. Suck those tears back in, Keshi. Like the cop in Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Get back in there too. If only it worked that way. Technically though, it's what I did. I did it. It's just Little's getting one as well. That's how it works. We still did it because we agreed. But I was the one that had to do the thing. The panic though. You did, and I'm paying for mine, yeah. Let's see, sometimes your thread will not up. And it's like, great. Sometimes it's just the way they're twisted. There we go. But you can't say no to those. No. And I'll wait till Keshi knows what it is. Oh look, I've picked up the other two. I have such an itchy nose. Thread is so fibrous. Who would have guessed the fibres from Fibre Arts is itchy? Normally when I'm done kitting a project up, my drawing tablet that's literally just here, so you can just see, is covered in fibre, and I'm like, oh dear. Has Keshi been told yet? Am I telling her or are you telling her, Lil? Yes, you know? Yeah, I panic bought those on Saturday. I was literally sitting here refreshing at from like 4:50 just in case they uploaded them like 2 minutes early. Because I was like, these go so quick. Margaret Morales paintings go so quick. And if I didn't get it in the early access, I'd have had to have got it in the general release, and that'd have been harder. Because there's only a few of us in the early access. Well, there's still lots, but there's not as many, obviously. Because you get early access when you reach Ruby. And Diamond. I think it's Ruby. Man, I would want that as a stitch pan. Well, the funny thing you say, Keshi, they use DMC numbers, so you could very easily turn it into a cross stitch. Because I've seen people do that. It would just take forever to turn into a cross stitch. Or, as much as, you know, we're disliking them at the moment, she says, whilst kitting one of their pans up, Haid do have Margaret Morales, so we could always just watch for that. see if they release it, because they did release some. Oh my god, Jodie Bergsma is on Thread Geeks, and last week they released some new patterns, and I might have bought some. Yeah, I might have bought 4 new patterns. Full coverage. I just dropped my ends, didn't I? Yes, I did. Because I have a knot. Before I knew to take it from that one end, I was getting myself into right messes with these. Because, oh dear. It sounds like Dark Souls. It is, it's the Godskin Apostles. Well, okay, that's not Dark Souls, that's Elden Ring. It was the oh, what's the bit where it's like I haven't fought them in my playthrough yet. That bit. I was like, I recognise that. Loki is screaming his head off right now, so there's a chance you might hear it. God, it's really favouriting the Kingdom Hearts music right now. Yeah, she had 2 frog patterns released. I can't remember what they're called off the top of my head. But yeah, I bought them. I bought those 2, and then I bought 2 Jeremiah Kettner. I bought the witch, the cats ones. I sent her the kit I want to. The Hades, the other Hades and Persephone from Chrysabug. Yeah. See, Chrysabug has just this lovely style. I want to stitch all my full coverage. I said to my mum, and the look she gave me when I said this, I was like, because of the Hade sale, I haven't been able to do half the projects I want to do. Because I only have such a, I know it sounds like I don't, I have like quite a big time frame. But if the Hade sale takes me longer than I expect it to get that part done, I have less time till the next one. Because we have what? The next part releases either the 30th of this month or the 1st of July. And then the next part comes out October. Which does sound a ways away. But at the same time, when you want to do all these other projects, that's nothing. So, like, there's so many sales I'm behind on. Like, I've bought them with the intent to start them, and I've been downloading the parts to keep up, but that's as much as I've been doing. Because the Hade sale's just been my priority. Well, I've decided I'm not doing it next year. This is too much hassle. I get myself stressed out when I want to get a page done. That's why I wouldn't say I stopped streaming because of that. I think what it was the stress from the Hade sale set my Crohn's off, which caused me to just be very bleh. And now I've finished it, and I'm still having stress, but not from the Hade sale. It's calmed down a bit. I still shouldn't have had that Domino's Saturday though. Oh boy. I thought, because I haven't had I had that Domino's whenever that was, when I posted about it, and I was fine. So I thought, oh, you know what, I'll just have another Domino's. I'm sure I'll be fine. I was wrong. I was bloated. I'm not going to go into detail about anything else, but I was very bloated. I had a bad stomachache. I then tried to have because I got a medium and it was cut into half. And then I had the bigger slices cut into smaller slices to make it easier. So I had that Saturday. Sunday, I had half of the half. So I had a quarter technically. Reheated. I could not eat it all. I felt so bad. I was like, Domino's is a no-go for a long time again. Because, oh geez, it felt so bad. And like, I don't have a gallbladder, but it was making my non-existent gallbladder hurt. Because I still get the pain as if I had one. So that was fun. Right, I'm just going to do this 209 quickly. Because it's all on its lonesome. And then we'll do the 300s. But yeah, so Domino's was a bad decision Saturday. I shouldn't have had it because of the stress. But at the same time, I was like, I didn't know what I wanted to eat. So, future Emma, no more Domino's. For now. Oh, that's really wonky. Hang on. I can't cope with that. That's way wonkier than it should be. That's a bit better. It's good to know of all his toys, Milo prefers the empty toilet roll holder. Yeah, you spend all this money on cat toys, and then they play with the cheap, not intended to be a cat toy item. And you're like, oh, thanks. Like, Zelda has all these, like, fake mice, flamingo looking things. Not interested. One of these things he goes crazy for. That's why these have to put into a bag. Because he will try to eat them too, and it's like, you can't eat these. No eating. But cats, what will you do with them? I knocked it on the floor by accident and he was off and chasing a toy for me? Mum, you shouldn't have. You know how I was saying to you the other day about how Zelda just looks at bugs? He's just like, Well, he followed me into the toilet last night and there was a moth literally flying in front of his face. He walked out and left me to fend for myself against a moth. I was like, oh, thanks, bud. It's not like I was scared of the moth. I was just not wanting it to fly into places because this thing was all over the place. It needed I wanted to see the moth's driver's license or flying license because clearly he was driving under the influence of something, because this moth was everywhere. Yeah, no, he just walked off and I was like, thanks, bud. Only to stand in the hallway, which is dark, so I almost step on his tail. What is he? He is a nightmare. I was laughing while Milo was chittering at the fly last week and pulling off some aerobatics to get it. Molly does that. She'll be in the window and you'll hear her chattering away and it's like, oh, she's seen something. What has she seen? Probably whatever. I showed Keshi Chris a bug. Oh, is that why Keshi's not here? She's just drooling. She's disappeared. She's just, oh, amazing. 350. 15. The worst thing is, some of these colours, like I know this colour is already in my Haid. It's in my Haid Sao. I don't understand people, right? Not criticising them, this is just I don't understand. Some people refuse to do what I do, which is where if they're starting a Haid, they won't buy every thread. They'll have a master set and they'll take from that, and it's like, but dye lots, people. Like, what happens if 820 is no longer this colour in like 2 years? And then you've ruined your project because it's not this colour. That's what I worry about is dye lots. She found another kit I want. Oh dear. Do we have a linky link? I wonder what it is. I'm trying to think, but I don't. It could be anything. 327, 340, and 371. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, another 7. Back into the rustly bag. Oh, that one's really good. I'm still logged in. Just heart that into my wish list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh no, I had one more than I needed. Right. This ruler might need to be moved because I'm gonna end up with ruler lines. Oh dear, that looks like I have a dodgy thing on my wrist there. I've been leaning on my narwhal. I've been leaning on the narwhal's tail. And now I have a phallic looking dent in my arm. The other day when I was stitching, I had a unicorn tattoo. Reese from Akatar, basically. I don't know who that is. Sorry. I do not read the books. So you saying that is basically like, huh? I don't know who that is. It's fine. Right, 310. God, what is it? That's so wonky. That's the series that it refuses to finish that I'm threatening not to watch JJK over. Speaking of JJK, I found another artist. I say found. I was already following them. Who has done Jujutsu Kaisen fan art. They were all wearing frog hats. As well, so I was like, frog hats. Right, we're on to page 2. 315. I'm gonna have like 20 million sets of DMC at this rate. Right, 17. $327. $340. 71. There. Next batch to go. Yeah, I think the artist is it's one of those weird names. Let me hang on. Because I am in her Patreon as well. Why is it not showing me? Oh, there it is. So I'll put it in chat. Hang on. I can get to my keyboard a bit easier today. That's the name of the artist. If you want to check out the JJK stuff, put that back on the keyboard. Oh, ads have started. What happened to my ads are starting soon message stream? On Twitter. That's her YouTube. I don't know if she's got the same name across the board. You could try typing it into Twitter. I don't know if she has a Twitter. Oh no, she does. It's that with an S, an underscore, and art. So on Twitter, let's put back. It's that on Twitter. But she does have a website as well. Oh dear. I'm at 310. I really love her style. I found her good. I do, I really love it. She has this, I want to say like painterly style. She's also done a series where she recreates classical paintings in her style. And oh, they're so good. I want to do something similar, but instead of it being a person, I want to put leap in them. So like a birth of Venus, instead of it being a naked lady, it's just gonna be a leap. Just him. Just there. Because I do think that would be funny. The girl with the pearl earring. I have to figure out how I would do, because frogs don't have ears, so do it. I will. I just have to figure it out how I want it to look. Because I'm more comfortable drawing frogs than I am people now. It used to be the other way around where I could draw, like, I wouldn't say I could draw people well, but I could definitely draw a face, and now it's like, no, I can't. But my style has changed. There is one picture that's on my Instagram I hate, and it was a profile picture. It was me as like a self-portrait, and then Rip It sitting like on my lap. But the way I've shaded it, he just looks out of place, and my face just looks weird. So I do need to do some more people practice. But I'm also flip-flopping. Like, some days I'll prefer to do things on my iPad, and other days I prefer to do it on my tablet. But it's easier for me to use my iPad for sketching, and then use the tablet to do the colouring because I have more layers. Like, that was why I got this drawing tablet. I say I got it, my grandparents got it for me for my birthday. They got it, it was an early birthday present. Yeah, I've loved drawing on it. It's much bigger than the iPad, and the pencil is so light. Whenever I start drawing on my tablet after using my iPad, I feel like I'm holding nothing. Apple pencils have a weight in them. I have a knot, by the way. That's why looks like I'm not doing anything. There. But there's so many things I want to do, and I don't end up doing them for reasons. And it gets annoying because I'm like, oh, I want to do this. Oh, but I want to do that. And then I'm like, oh, I can't do any of them. Okay. Like, I have my PlayStation over here now. It's not plugged in, but it's over here. Because I really need to go back in to God of War Ragnarok and platinum it. I gotta finish doing whatever the enemy things are that replace the Valkyries in this game are. And then the side stuff that was post-game anyway. I did really enjoy Ragnarok, like playing it. I didn't like the start, but that's because if any of you have played Ragnarok, you'd know why. Some people get upset with the start of the game because it's very sad. So it's like, if I wanted to restart, I'd have to see that scene again, and I don't think I want to do that. There goes Molly. We're getting a new Assassin's Creed. Are we? I haven't been keeping up with Game Fest and all that. I much preferred the format of E3, where you would just tune into one channel every single day and it was all there. Now it's like, you gotta go to this place for this person's or this company, and then you'll go here for that one. I get confused. I don't keep up. I only watched the one that was Friday because I knew that one was happening. But I'll have to watch some trailers at some point. Because I used to be so in the know about all these games. I'd be like, oh yeah, this comes out on this day and that comes out then and this one's coming out in 2 years. But now I'm like, I don't even know. I used to, in like this time of the year when E3 would happen, I'd be at work and I'd be like, right, we gotta get home soon because this person's going to be streaming it and I want to see their reactions. I also want to see the games. So we'd get home, I'd sit at the computer and I'd be like, right. And I'd just sit there, eat my dinner and watch E3. But then it stopped. Ooh, let's not pull that. What happened to this one? There. Like, I saw in one Discord I'm in that there's a new, Dragon, oh, what is it? I know what it is, it's just not coming to me right now. Dragon Age, yeah, I thought it was that, but I was putting too many letters onto it. I was doubting myself. A Dragon Age Veilguard. Ooh, because the last one was 10 years ago, which was Inquisition. I'm looking forward to that too. I've never played a Dragon Age game. Like, ever. They look really fun. But, I don't know. Like, I can't even play The Witcher 3 right now, so... Maybe one day. I have too many games. Like, this is the problem. Like, when I start a hobby, I don't just buy games that I want to, like, that I'm going to play. I buy games I'm like, oh, I might play that one day. And then they just sit taking up space on my hard drive. Because I don't delete games. Even if I haven't touched them in years. Like, there's games on this computer that were from my last computer that I've not touched since and they're still installed. So I should really clean it up. Free some space for all my other games because games are getting so big nowadays. But I'm like, nah. Right, if I want to play it one day. I'm gonna put my drink over there. There we go. I'm bad from hopping between several games at once. No, but that's good. It means you get to play them all. I'm the sort of person who plays one through until she gets bored. And then I start a new game and I play that one till I get bored. And then I never go back to them. Hopping is good. Like, I've played one night of Hades. Not touched Hades 2 yet. Because I do plan to. It's just... I have all these stitching commitments. That's what my problem is. I beat myself up. Because I'm like, well, I'm playing this game for like 6 hours. I could have spent 6 hours stitching. And it's like, yes, thank you, brain. Never mind when things are important that need doing. So you beat yourself up about that. No, cross stitch. You could be cross stitching. I need to go back to Hades. Screw thesis. I wouldn't know, I haven't got that far. I've made it to... I defeated the first Fury. I made it to the fiery place. I hated every second of it. And then I went back. I think I died and I went back. And I was like, I'm gonna stay. in the first place? Because screw that. I'll get to it eventually. I always will. Like, the best thing for me to do is wait till I have a surgery or something and I'm too drugged up to concentrate on cross stitch and then just play all the games. That's how you do it. Because that's what's gonna happen until I'm able to sit in a chair comfortably. I will not be playing games for hours and stuff. Oh, the design for the Howl's Moving Castle book has changed. The one you pre-ordered ages ago now. So that must have been a stand-in cover? What did it look like before? I'm trying to think. It doesn't ship for a few more months, but they couldn't get the pearl effect to work. Oh. I'm sure people wouldn't mind if they did the same cover and just got rid of the pearl effect. But, you know, it's nicer than to just change the whole art. Sneepy snip. I have a feeling those scissors are gonna blunt soon. There you go. Right, I'll have a look in just a second. So I put that thread on. There we go. Oh. Oh, that does look nice. Something about pink and blue. You know, it just chef's kiss. But that does look pretty. It's just, you think it's just the dust cover that's changing. Well, either way, it's pretty. Oh, there's a Molly. She's gonna walk past. She's going off to her windowsill. Yep. She did not stop. She was like, hello, goodbye, I'm going. I have a destination in sight. Oh, there goes my desk creaking. She's like, I do not care what you are doing, goodbye. Zelda, on the other hand, would have stopped to sniff everything. That cat, he is so nosy. He's the reason we have the saying, curiosity killed the cat, because he is so curious about things. And it's like, Zelda, you're going to get yourself hurt one of these days. He loves jumping into things that he shouldn't, and it's like, stop. And then you have Molly. But at least, you know, when Zelda does do that and you can pick him up. If Molly does that, you can't get her out because she doesn't like being picked up. She hates it. Oh, it might get a little noisy. My sister's just got home, so you might hear the dogs. Just to let you know. You might not, but just in case. If anything, you might just hear Loki, but I mean, he can be a dog sometimes. Keep getting caught on that. This ring's getting pretty full. I think we can still fit some more on, so we're right. Are these all the 500s? They are. Right, we're getting there. It's only taken me an hour and a half to get this far. Right, that's the first one. 520 will be next, then 517, then 520, then 550, then 554, then 561, 564. That's such a weird colour. This is what I think is so funny about DMCs, how quickly they can change from colours. Like how you go from 517 being a blue to 520 being a green, the 50s being purplies, then 60s just being greens again. It makes no sense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Another 7. Time to go back into the noisy bag, so sorry. Did not grab enough, I don't think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I grabbed the right amount. That was a fluke. That will never happen again. That was amazing. Again, never happening. What is this song? Oh, it's Bloodborne. Yeah, I went and found more music by Game Chops because I was getting a bit sick and tired of our playlist only containing the same few. They didn't contain the same few, but the playlist was picking the same few songs, and I was just getting a bit sick of it. So I found a playlist that just had like all the Elden Ring, Bloodborne, Dark Souls music as cover things, and I put them in. I was like, we're doing that. So, Zelda, you cannot come over here. Oh. Zelda, Jesus Christ, you slipped. We nearly had a big old accident. Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus Christ. You might have saw his claw digging. That's the light. Thank you. I need that. He slipped off the arm of my chair again. We nearly had a real incident. Anyone remember this one? You can't actually see that, I'm too pasty. Oh, my mat is now hanging off the desk. Jeez, Zelda. Come on, mister. Yes, come here. You have to come back later and not give me a heart attack. Thank you. My mat. Oh. I nearly had a gash in my arm. Again. Oh. Okay, panic over. Tip that way. I need a drink. My life flashed before my eyes. Right. 501. I clipped claws last week so that wouldn't happen. Well, Zelda's claws aren't that sharp, but when he digs them into you, because they were cut recently, but if he had grabbed me like he did last time, that would have been it. I would have been like, right guys, I'm going to cry. Oh look, he's really scratched my arm up now on a chair. Hey, hey, hey. Where's my box? There it is. Right. I should get a footrest to put under my desk. Instead I use a box. But even as like those nubs, like even though they don't hurt when their claws aren't as pointy, his claws, I don't know what he does. He must file them at night because I could cut them today and by like Wednesday they will have sharp points to them again. 1 second, 20 new kits just restocked on Diamond Art Club. None of them are what I want, so we're okay. Otherwise I'd have been like, guys, you have to give me a minute. I need to purchase a pattern. I'm still waiting for this one. My phone is so fuzzy. Look at this. You can see it's really dirty though as well. It's fingerprinty, but you see the fuzzies? That is DMC fluff. I hate it. It gets everywhere. There we go. Oh, right, 517, 520. You can actually see it when you look at this, how different the numbers change from colours. Like you'll have these colours here, then it changes to this, then it goes to that colour. Ooh, one I want is back in stock. Which one's that? They've changed the app. Katana. Oh, the cat. That one. Yeah. See, none of these are on my must-buy list. That one's gonna sell out in a few minutes, I guarantee. As well as this one. This one might as well. That one's a really nice one. Oh, my phone's doing that weird thing with the camera. That's how it looks rendered. It probably looks the same to you. Oh, this one will also sell out. And probably that one. Why do I say that? Because they're popular artists. That's why. Oh, Makeship is doing a Trevor project campaign. I got a new Makeship plush in today. You've sent me a thing on Instagram back in March. Maybe even February. And I went to the person's page and they were advertising their Makeship campaign and I was like, yoink. You didn't even know. I just went, oh, thanks for telling me. She was like, huh? I was like, yeah, they've got a Makeship campaign with a frog and I have to get it. So I did. Yeah. Bloody hell, our stairs are so noisy. This is an old house. Five, 6, 1. We're gonna have to switch to the next page of this. Oh no, the 6s are there too. Give. Curse me cutting my nails. 5, 6, 4. There we go. There's our next batch. This is kind of the same as that. Right. I feel I have more to say when I'm stitching than when I'm kitting up, and it's like my brain just goes numb when I do this. So, because I normally just turn myself off and I just do this whilst I watch things. I'm just like, because once you kit one thing up like this, you've kitted them all. But the length this gives you is a nice length if you're a person who likes long lengths. It's a little, I wouldn't say short, but you do have less of a length when it's folded in half, obviously. But when you're doing something with one strand, oh, it's so nice. Sometimes it's too long though. I think with the Whip Parade, I was the same. I finished kitting up Star Maker and looked to the others like, I have a thing to kit up Agisai, so at some point, see, this is my thinking, right? This year, starting newer things like a diamond painting is a no-go. As much as I really want to start like Agisai, it is a no-go because of the Haid Sal. So next year, I don't actually think I finished what I said when I started talking about this earlier either. Oh, hello. Mister, you're back. Yes, that's the microphone. Yes, thank you. I'm sure everyone really loves to hear just boom. And that's the light. Thank you, I need that. Mister. Oh, look. So you get to see screeches in like, not 4K, but 1080p. 1080p. Yes. God, you need a brush. Zelda. Leo says hello, Zelda. You can't flop all my stuff. He's gonna flop all my stuff. Okay, I'm taking a little break then to stroke you. Yes. No one can see your face. We get this end. Is this... That's all you get, chat. You get the butt end. Oh, he's turned around. Kind of. No. Just a big old shadow now. Anyway, let me stroke Zelda and talk at the same time. Apparently my brain can't do more than one thing today. I want to kit up all my BAPs. Not every single one, but my plan is to start one a month next year. Because why not? Right, so if I look at my Hades right now, some of the ones I really want to kit up, I have all my Margaret Morales. So that she sleeps with butterflies is one of them. That's my light, I need that. It's also getting a bit warm, so please don't rub up against it. He's still rubbing up against it. He literally, there's nothing going on in this head of his. I did buy this quick stitch, a peaceful night, a restful night. I cannot read. A restful night. Zelda, please stop terrorizing my light. Oh, that won't open because I've already got. Why won't it open? Oh well. It's a frog. Okay, that's. Oh, there we go. It opened. It's a frog. It's a tiny. It's 150 by 210. This is why it's called a quick stitch. It's by Ching Cho Quick. I'm butchering their name. I'm so sorry. Ching Cho Kuik. That's the artist. I then have these other ones on this other artist I want to do. Basically, I want to start most of my recent Haid purchases. But then I also have Thread Geeks. All those I want to start. Especially, it's Frog Wild is the one by Jodie Bergsma. And Fairy Frog. Fairy Frog is also a diamond painting with Diamond Art Club. So there's that. When I got that, I realised, I was like, oh wait, that's there too. Then there's also the Blooming Whiskers by, oh god, cat hair just exploded off my hand when I did that. By, I can't remember her name, but she's it's Ashwood Studio because I literally cannot remember her first name, Bridget Ashwood. But she's collaborating with her daughter, Emma. And it's meant to be called Flower Kitties, but the real title is Blooming Whiskers. It's this cat one. I have another one of hers from Haid that's got cats. Quarantine Cats. I got that during the pandemic. That's a really nice one. Hopefully, oh god, I've got cat hair everywhere now. Hopefully that one comes to Thread Geeks or to Pain Free Crafts. Because that one's a nice one, Quarantine Cats. I then have some unconventional X-stitch patterns I want to do. Love Frog. No, that's a different person. Ignore that. I looked at the wrong folder. That's a different pattern. It's unconventional. I only have the Van Gogh one on there right now. But I have so many things I want to do. And not enough time. So next year will be the year of the Baps. And then what I might do is I might make it into a whip go thing. Because I'm not very good at doing whip go. Right, oh god, look, there's cat literally everywhere, Zelda, why? Look, there's a bit of my nail varnish. Must be where I overpainted, because now my nails are chipped. Not yet, anyway. Give it two hours and I'll probably start chipping. Yeah, so I might make them into a whip go board. And then it'll pick 2 for me. So it might be I do 2 a month. We'll see. Like 1 at the start and 1 in the middle. Work on them for like a week or 2. On to the next one. We'll see. I could get very sick of that, so I might just stick to 1 a month and then 1 small, because I have so many Barbara Annas I want to do as well. Maybe, actually, what I could do is 1 cross stitch, 1 diamond painting on Whipco. Because they have 2 numbers called every month, and sometimes there could be a third if 13's called. Because 13 tends to be the free space, but some people put that as an extra project. So I could do that next year. But we're now on to the segment where I just ramble and I just tell you all my thoughts, because I don't know. This is also what happens in my brain. I know I say this every time, but this is what living with me is like. I just... Geshi, I've already said most of it. I think you missed it. I'm sorry. I'll tell you again. I won't tell every single thing. My plan for next year, because of Hadesau, I can't start all the things that I want to really start, because by the time I want to start them, the next part of that's out. So next year, WhipGo. Instead of WhipGo being work on old projects, how about a new start WhipGo? Ooh. Carly, I see you. Thank you for that follow. I see you. Yeah, full coverage WhipGo. With. Finally, I caught you while you're streaming. What do you mean? Yeah, it's like you're trying to catch me committing a crime. Wait, whip start goal? Whip go. And EV-Sal. Yeah, but EV-Sal's just penciled in a little. As soon as you're ready, I'm ready. That's how that works. So that's already like, it's already in. Whip go. It's like bingo, but with your whips. Right? Little will never be ready. No, guess you don't say it. No, because Lumi just bought her a ton of threads for it. So she will be ready. She'll just be ready when I least expect it, and then I have to panic. Lou will message me one morning saying, right, I'm ready, and I'm like, that'll be me. Keshi, I'm working on it, yeah. Carly, thank you for the sub. Everything is frog themed on this channel. Even that music was frog themed. Yeah, Lumi, keep up. All the froggy emotes now, yeah. You can be a gremlin, you can stabby stab, you can sippy sip. But yeah, whip go. It's bingo with your whips. Some people do multiple whip go boards. It started off, it's the love child of Jessie Marie Does Stuff over on YouTube. My thread has knotted up. Why? And basically she calls the numbers, she does a random number generator, and depending on what numbers get called is what you do on your board. So you could do it like I just said, for new starts. Some people do it for just working on a whip, like you're really struggling with a whip you want to work on. And what has gone on with this thread? This is a cursed DMC. Cursed. What the heck? And I cut my nails so they're too short. So many knots. It's one knot, but it's, if I pull that, I'm just pulling the whole thing. Look at this. Hang on. I have a needle. Sometimes a needle is required. Okay, I have that. Yeah, on like, I think it's like the 25th or the 27th of every month, Jessie will post a video with the WhipGo numbers for that month. Well, for the next month. And you can decide whether you really look forward to it. And you get to set your own goal as well. I need to start working on my whip again. Which one, Carly? I know you started that Pokemon recently, unless you mean that one. I'm so happy with how this one is stitching up. The the Sun and Moon, the Pokeball whip. We've heard this Kingdom Hearts music already. I swear we have. That one, yeah. Sorry, this knot is just very picky. I got it, it's done. Woo, freedom. Back right. I was doing it and then the thread kept on getting knotted and then kept coming off the needle and I got frustrated and was like, I'm done for today. Carly, may I introduce you to thread wax? Hey, wrong way. Thread wax. This, okay, it doesn't stop every single knot, but it does help. You don't get as many knots. I get knots because I do stupidly long threads. So it's like, it's my own fault. But if you use normal lengths and you use thread wax, your knots should be minimal. But it is very handy. It is nice. Look at this. This is ridiculous. Look at this. Look. There's the end and then you got this little tail. Because I never used to use thread wax and now I use it all the time religiously. I also have this thread conditioner. But I use that for my silks because 1, it's peppermint scented and 2, they don't do it anymore, so I've got to save what I've got. So it gets used on my silks. I like to do long threads too, so that I don't have to redo the thread as much. Oh no, same. Yeah. That's why all my threads are this long. Because I prefer longer lengths. Especially when you're doing confetti stitches. This thread is being trailed all over the place. I say that, the back of my Hade cell. When it's time for that thing to come out again, I'll show you all properly. I do have a picture I took of it when I started part 2, actually. Because I sent it to Youth, because Youth wanted to know what the back of my project looked like. Especially I'm doing the same colour for a lot of stitches, like right now I'm doing the outline of a Pokeball. So it's a lot of black thread. Yeah, no, I understand, I do the same. Right, this is the front picture. Oh, it's so hairy again. Right, let me turn my brightness up a bit. There. So that's the front. That's the back of my Hade cell. But that was at the end of that part. So we are not there anymore. Hade cell is there now. So that's the front. I don't have a picture of the back of that. But yeah, that back is, oh, it's such a pain. Where the threads are all condensed in that one part, oh, like on the flower, so thick. That's so pretty. Thank you, Carly. I don't really care about how my back looks because no one's gonna see it. And there are knots on that back because I don't turn it over. I do all my starting and ending on the front. So I don't care how the back looks anymore. As long as I can get my needle through it. Same, I usually add felt to the back anyway. I don't do anything on mine. I'll tell you what I do with my finishes. This is what I do with my finishes. They get folded up and put in a bag and then put into a drawer or whatever until I forget about them. There's 2 projects in there, by the way. I just remembered. My peaceful... No, what was it called? That Barbara Anna I recently finished. She's in there. But yeah. I have to start wrangling all my whips up so I can do that whip parade. So Keshi can see everything and judge me. And then I can say to Little, see, it's not that bad, you don't have this many. So because I started a new project yesterday, I'm starting a new one today. Keshi is always judging us. She judges us with love. That's what it is. She's not judging us to be mean or spiteful. She's judging us with love. She's making sure we understand where our limits are, and the limit does not exist for me. I'll start the projects I'm hopeful. Maybe with you. No, I think Keshi just has a different way of showing love than other people. And there's nothing wrong with that. Maybe I'm the exception to the rule, because Keshi knows that I cannot be contained. I don't have gremlin emote for no reason. I will not have a limit. Keshi is the best. Keshi is the best. But I do think it's funny when people tell me, oh, do you think you need to slow down? And it's like, slow down? Why would I slow down? Why would I stop kitting things up? Why would I stop starting stuff? I would be so bored if I worked on one project till it was done and it was something like a Haid. Like, imagine me stitching on this from today. Like, say I started this today. Imagine if I stitched on this every single day without a break. I would lose my mind. The Haid Sow is pushing my limit when I work on that. And those are small, like, they're normal sized pages, but there's less of them. And the next page, oh, Zelda's back. Oh, he's doing a pass through. Oh, he stopped. Oh, he's thinking. He's really thinking about it. Where are you going, mate? Oh, he's decided to stay here. Oh, he's gonna get off. Why couldn't you just get off that side? Thank you. That's why I want to do the Hades and Persephone kit as well as the fabric for smaller pieces when I'm doing the Eevee Sow. Because I'll scream if I do that all the time. I can hyper focus on a project and work on it for days on end, and then I'll come out of the fixation and I'll be like, what the hell? I need to do something else now. That was too much. Like, I started my Doctor Who Haid, the 10th Doctor, last May. I have not touched it since. Because of that. I was putting like 400, 500, 600 stitches into that a day, and I was like, yeah. And then I woke up and I was like, no, let's not do that. And I haven't touched it in over a year. I do want to be better at touching all my projects, like, so they don't just sit there for years. But at the same time, I have newer things I want to do. So I'm like, Okay, we might fit these last 2 on there, and then this ring will be done. I have to get a new ring. I don't know how many rings this is going to take. Because that's how full my ring is right now. We can fit the 2 more. I don't like to overfill these, because they also do go over the middle. Because I need to be able to open them. So put these two on, and then these lot will have to go onto a new ring. Here. Whoops. Getting back. What's the benefit with a ring versus having them wrapped? You mean like on a bobbin? The way this will do. So the way I do it, let me just grab this one because it has a thing. So with a bobbin, you don't get these predetermined lengths. And I can take my needle. She says, let me bring it a bit closer to my face. There's a hair in that, it's one of mine. I can take my needle, I can put it under one strand, I can pull it, and then I have a strand to work with. And say I'm like, oh, I didn't actually need this. So let's put the needle back. I can put it, hang on, it's a little awkward because I'm taking it off the ring. I can just put it on here, like that. And then it's there for next time when I need it. And this one came off a bobbin. Do you see those kinks? Look, this one also came off a bobbin. This is what happens when you leave them on bobbins for too long. They get these kinks in them as well. Whereas these will stay nice and straight. So that's why I prefer. I used to have all my stuff on bobbins, as you can see. But after a while they do kink. And you have to, and look, these aren't all the same length because they were on a bobbin, so I couldn't get them the same. See, look, this pink, this is long. So that's why I just prefer, because I can make sure they're all kind of the same length on these. And they just hang there. And now I've got my new organisation system, they will just dangle. So the thread won't get, it will get a kink obviously where it's looped through. So over time, this bit here will get a little kink in it. But that's nothing compared to the whole thing. And it looks nicer as well when you have all that and you can see the colours laying out. Like, I don't know, something about this, just looking at it like this, is so pretty to me. It's like a weird sort of rainbow. But it's all up to personal preference. Some people will still bobbinate and they don't care about the kinks. I used to bobbinate, but getting up ahead and bobbinating. That's all the colours you're using. No, Carly. This is all the colours as well. And these are all the other colours. These are all the doubles and triples and quadruples. Not all of them, this is some of them. This is a Hade. This has, hang on, let me just scroll up to the first page. This has 90 colours in it. We have done, I'm not going to count. We have done that many. And that's not even as bad as my Eevee sound. No, Little's Eevee is 239 colours because Little was like, I'm going to go big. And she went for the max colour. So max colours have as many colours as they need. Even if it means you buy a whole skein for one stitch. Go big or go home. Yeah, I have one max colour. It's oh, I don't remember what it's called. But that's my only max colour I have. See, I have a lot of patience. But I like if I have to stitch a certain colour for a while, I get bored. See, that's the thing though, you won't get bored because Hades are full of confetti. Like, full of confetti. I will pick up a strand and I could use it for 2 stitches on that entire page. and I won't see it again for another 6 pages. And sometimes you will have nice blocks of colour. So, especially if it's a boring colour like white or black. White on white is, oh, I don't really care about stitching like white on white, but it does your eyes in. It's me, and it's Evie. Exactly, go big or go home. Neither do I. But I have my gridded fabric ready. I'm losing the ends of my thread. Sorry, I just punched the camera, I think. Sorry. But yeah, the fabric is in there too. The fabric, you can just see it there. No one getting this UV cell. They can stitch it themselves if they want it. Exactly. These are Hades are a one and done. Like, even though my Hades cell is smaller than a regular, I would never stitch that again. It's going to be done, and that's it. Because they take too much time. Again, Twitch, thanks for telling me I had ads coming up. I have chat literally in front of me. So I did say I was going to do 2 hours of this and an hour of stitching, but I think I might just continue to do this until I'm done streaming. I say this as I plan to turn the Hades and Persephone Diamond Art Club into a cross stitch for Keshi. Yeah, but that's different. That's a little different, in my opinion. You're not making that twice. You're not stitching it twice. You know, you're not even stitching it once. You're placing drills onto a canvas the first time. The second time, someone else is going to be stitching it. That's so it's different. But yeah, so I'm just gonna be sat here kitting this up. No, I'll stitch it and center it. Oh, well, that's still not the same though, because one, again, you're placing drills and the other you'll be stitching. So how would you do it by sections? Because otherwise you'd get lost. Like, I'd get confused. You'd have to like do it by section. So stitch a section, then diamond paint that section, then stitch the next section. Because that's what I've been trying to figure out. I was like, how would I do that for some of mine? Because some of those Margaret Morales ones I have, oh, I would love as a cross stitch. Especially something like Ajisai. That's that ring done. Ooh. We have our first ring done. That purple. This blue. This is a nice blue. But yeah. Woohoo, first ring done. I'm gonna put that in the bag over here. Grab the second one. I hope I have enough rings. Ay. Because I have 2 left. Yeah, I'll do it in sections so I'm not lost. 1 diamond equals 1 stitch. You're stuck there with the needle, and then you go to place the diamond on the canvas on the cross stitch. You're like, that's the wrong spot. Oh, the new Diamond Art Club stuff. They're getting new boxes. Hades and Persephone is going to be with the new kit stuff, so you'll have a special box. $602, $606. Yeah, because they're redoing their packaging. 700. I'm missing 712. It must be in the bag. Oh, Jesus Christ. Sorry, I just shouldered the mic. I've got to look through all this again for 712. It's a cream. Wait. I don't. It's there. Oh, thank God. Right. Done, done, done. Panic over. Nobody was panicking but me. But panic over. Yeah, if you go onto their website, all their new releases now have new packaging. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Into the bag. Crinkle, crinkle, rustle, rustle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Told you it'd never happen again where I grabbed the right amount. Yes, some of their newer releases last week some of them had the new boxes, but every single one this week apparently does. It's coming with a new pen. A new collectible, so they're getting rid of the cover minders and the washi tape. So we need this sheet. There we go. So yeah. They just decided this year that they were just going to change their packaging, so rather than the boxes all being the same, it will have the project on it, so you won't have to be like, oh, which one's this one? Turn it over. You'll just be able to tell from the get-go. Which does mean Hades and Persephone will be on show. That Hades and Persephone was only in the recent voting not long ago. So I wonder if the other ones that are in the voting will be new releases soon. Which, I want just the things, thank you. I don't want the, bring it all over. Which means I wonder when all those other ones will be released, if they'll be released soon, which is going to be a big problem for my, not my no-buy, well it is a problem for my no-buy too. But if they get expensive when you have to buy multiple a week. I'm not ordering anymore until I pay this one off. Because, like, I've already spent quite a bit of money this month because I bought that storage. And I've paid off my fabrics from Megan. And now she's doing another one and I'm like, oh, sorry. No, it's not you. I meant the storage for my... You should have told me. No, I'm not on about that. That was fine. I was fine with that. I just mean all these things, like if they keep releasing them, I'm going to be like, ooh. No, I'm fine with that. If I couldn't afford it, I would have said so. I can afford it. It's just, I've spent too much money on other things. Diamond paintings are a necessity to me. It's just if they plan to release a Margaret Morales every week like they did a month ago. Ugh. That's what I mean. I get a Diamond Art Club and you get your capture card. Yeah. Equivalent exchange at his finest. Right, I've got this one to do. Once I finish this batch, we'll go back through the bag to find the next batch. The next page worth. I think the reason why this looks like a lot is because there's multiples. There's 90 colours, but I probably have over 100 and something because of all these 820s. Like, look. Okay, that's a 796. That's a 796 and that's an 820. But, like, when you have multiples, it makes it look like you have more than you do. But yeah, no, I had no problem getting you that painting. Little. It was just... I bought the storage, I then bought patterns, and then if Diamond Art Club keeps releasing, and then Megan releasing her fabrics, and I'm like, ooh. Because you know how we just said go big or go home? That's me with fabric. I've already filled one tub up. Why not get another and fill that one up? Like, what's the problem with that? I need fabric for my Greek gods, exactly. Oh, this camera's still crooked. Hang on, Charlie, let me sort that out. There we go. Move my phone out of the way because when that lights up, it does the whole flashy flash for the Face ID. Yeah, you need all the fabric for your Greek gods. Hopefully, this month she does fabrics that you can use for them. The first preview fabric she did looked really good. I wonder if she's put any more up. No, not yet. No new sneak peeks. I really like that one. That white. Well, it's like a grey with pink in it. I should just give Megan my bank details and she can just charge me for a 32 and a 40 count of every fabric. Because that's what I tend to get. And then occasionally I'll get a linen. I do have linens. I have a 46 and a 56 count linen, but they've been put away. I'm going to use the pink I ordered for Aphrodite, or Aphrodite. The pink I ordered, that I got from the Super Sunday, I'm using for the bee. It literally turned up, and the bee was just there. I get distracted really easily. Oh no, Carly. What happened? I was looking at cross stitch patterns and then I saw this. And the lighter yellow for Apollo. Yes. Can I post links? Yeah, of course. You can post links. Everyone can post links until I get a bad link and then no one can post links. Oh, that is nice. The haunt. Oh my god, I can hold pens. What a rabbit hole to go down, Carly. What else do they have? What else do I hear? They have Pokeballs. Do you know what? When I go and look at people who have Pokemon stuff, they always forget Pokemon, Politoed. They always forget about Politoed. My frog boy has no love. Like, I'm following this cross-stitch designer who does the sprites. And he started to do Gen 2, no Politoed. I thought to myself, I could use this on my fridge to hold my calendar markers. You could. I have a shiny Politoed in one of my games. I don't. You know, like, that's really funny because I don't. I should, but I don't. I have a Psyduck. I know I have a Magikarp called Mustard. A shiny Magikarp. Because I hunted for one. Yes, I got the shiny charm in Alpha Sapphire. And I shiny hunted for a Magikarp just to call him Mustard. Commission Louis to make you this. My boy. Oh my god. One day. I have loads of frog plushies on my bed right now. I say loads, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I got a new one today, so that makes 8. So it's not too bad, I'm getting there. I have 3 Lumi plushies. I have Party Celine, I have Dabbin, and I have my shiny Newell. They're all sat on my desk. The problem with they have Polytoad emotes, but I like my emotes. I love Polytoad, but I love my emotes more because I make them. Your emotes are adorable. Thank you. I just decided one day to just start making them for myself, and it's like I never stop. I have a few in my head. I have some sketched out. Just getting round to doing them. I have to be in the right mood to make emotes. Sometimes I'll draw out a whole emote, like I'll colour it and everything, and then I'll be like, there it is. And then it won't get uploaded. Because I'm like, not like I'm like, oh, I hate that. It's like, I'm not sure. Let me just let it sit in a folder and collect dust for a little while, and then I'll come back to it. Or sometimes I upload them to Discord, and then I forget to upload them to Twitch and that, even though I have no more spaces on Discord. Twitch. I'm also running out of room on Discord too. So, oops. There are some Prince ones on my Discord that I either need to get rid of or update to become Rip It. Because that's how my emotes started. They started as Prince. And then when I started streaming, I was like, I don't think I can have a copyrighted character. Like, I know some people do, but like I have a feeling that if I tried, I'd get like whacked by Twitch. So I'm just like, I'm just gonna make my own. These needle minders are so adorable though. What needle minders? On that same store? Or a different one? Because I also do plan to turn some of my emotes into needle minders. At some point. Oh. Goose. Oh my god, the cats. Oh, this bag is just sliding everywhere now. Ooh, these are nice. Oh my god, there's a frog pattern. Froggy needle minders. Etsy's a dangerous place to look on. It's always my saving grace when I go on and I find something I really like and then they won't sell it to me because I live in the UK. So they're like, no. I'm like, okay. Or shipping is just double the price of the needle minder. Like, there's some needle minders I want to get from Mad for Minders. Emma, another BAP. Do you even know how to stitch small? Yes, I do, Kel. Thank you. What do you think that castle I just stitched was? And that Santa's house? Wait, they're not in that drawer anymore. I can't do that. They're not here. I moved them. I'm I just finished the castle. I just started the bee. That's small. I have another small plant here. So, shh. Oh, the needle minder is really expensive, plus shipping is as well. Yeah. Like £15 for a needle minder and then the 15 shipping, it's £30. It's like... So it's like, if it's from America, I have to either get a ton or cry. Because... Oh, these keep jumping out the bag. Sorry, it's probably really annoying me crinkling a bag. But yeah, so I'm like, yeah, I do know what smalls are, thank you. Exactly, like one needle minder with shipping is like 20, yeah. So I just cry. I'll send you Shadow. She's only £10. And the rest, the box, she's got to go in. You know, I would love to buy more things from companies in America, but it's the shipping. And like, I get it, they can't, you know, they can't change anything about that, but oh, Jesus Christ. She's currently making biscuits, so she could be up there to £30. Oh dear. Ooh, save? What am I supposed to be saving, Carly? I have nothing to save. That's for when I'm like playing a game or I'm drawing. I don't know, I just wanted to see what the button did. It told me to save. That's what it did. Yeah, I use it because if I'm too busy focused, I won't save. And then problems happen, so... Saving is important, people. Oh, like saving a game, Or saving when I'm drawing, like save the artwork, like... You've drawn for an hour and you haven't saved yet? Maybe you should, because my PC likes to play up. So, like these are. Mine too. Thing is, I upgraded it a year ago. It's got a new motherboard. It's got a new processor. So you'd think it shouldn't be playing up. I even gave it more RAM. Something about what I did to that update has messed it up. Ooh, Emma uses floss drops. I try to be fancy like that, but my brain is like, what is this? I prefer these to bobbins. Like, I just had this whole discussion not long ago with Carly, but I prefer these to bobbins because they don't kink. But everyone's different. You could prefer it to this, and it doesn't matter. Nothing worse than building a nice family and house in Sims, and you play it and then the game closes out. No! See, that's why you have to save 20-minute intervals. I did not do my number one rule. Oh dear. This is why the end gets left out somewhere else. We've nearly finished the first page of Thread. It's only taken me 2.5 hours. So yay. Oh my god, it's a miracle. My meeting is actually over. Yay, Keshi. Freedom. You wrote down your crimes, Emma. No, my other rule. Not my casual criminalist rules, my thread rule. Oh my god, this has just reminded me. Have you ever heard of the Long Island serial killer Little? No, neither had I, so this doesn't really matter. Anyway, I found out on the subreddit, the Simon Whistler subreddit, he's been caught. He was writing down his crimes. He was not following rule number 1. Do not write down your crimes. Number 1 rule, don't write down your crimes. This is a true crime thing, so some of you might be like, what am I a little on about? There's a channel we watch called The Casual Criminalist, and he has a fake set of rules, and it's like, don't write down your crimes, don't involve other people in your crimes, don't tell anyone that you've committed a crime, because all these things get you caught. Or if you get caught and you've written down your crimes, you'll go to prison because they now have proper evidence, especially if it was a circumstantial case. They now have physical proof because you wrote them down. So that's why it's like, don't write down your crimes. And that's why it's so funny, because so many people will get caught because they can't help but involve other people. That person then flips on them and is like, I didn't do it. It was all this person. They did the whole thing. I just went along with it. Do you all listen to cold cases too? If they pop up, like, I won't like go seeking it, but if it's like this hasn't been solved, then I'll listen. Listening to Simon while stitching is great. I was listening to him earlier whilst I was painting my nails. I was listening to his half-an-hour episode, most recent episode. But yeah, no, sometimes like if the person I'm watching's talking about a cold case, then it just happens, then I'll listen. For my laptop and gaming, I'll have a cold case podcast on. Oh. Yeah, no, a lot of the podcasts I listen to are mostly like just crimes that have been solved, or they'll sometimes do cold cases to see if like anyone can help. There's one from my little hometown that they thought she was buried in the foundation of the high school I went to. Oh. There for a while, I was listening to a podcast called Superstitions. It was really interesting. I feel like I've heard of that, but I do not remember. Right, now we're on to page 2. So I've got to get these all out again. It's on Spotify. Oh, I don't have Spotify. I use Amazon Music. Oh, one just went on the floor. There, I got it. Oh, that's where I listened to it. Huh. I'll have to see if they're on. What is it with whenever Keshi turns up, we get Kingdom Hearts music? What's the last colour on that page? 971. Doop. Doop. It just knows. This is the end of summer. The Afternoon Streets. Oh, it's a Paracast podcast. I might have to check it out at some point if it's on Amazon. It talks about the superstition and then where it originated from and details about it. Then it tells a story about it. Oh my god, that sounds right up my alley. Right up my alley. Do I need 99? So I'm just gonna keep it down there. Right, so I don't need these colours. Back into this bag you go. I fall asleep to scare you to sleep sometimes too. Why not? Oh. Jesus, on Christmas. That poor family. There's a bunch that I never heard of too. I probably haven't heard many of them. But it'd be interesting to have a listen at some point. Because sometimes when I'm... Oh, they're in my hand. When I'm stitching and I've listened to a YouTube for long enough, I'm like, I need something else. That's another 169, that's a spare. Oh, what way to confuse me. This pile is getting quite big. I swear the high school is haunted by her though. Probably. The council houses, well not houses, the council office where I live is apparently haunted. In the basement. Supposedly. There's a lot of haunted places here in St. Augustine. I live in the same house my uncle was in before he passed away. Oh. So you think that's haunted? Or... Because this house makes weird noises. We think we're being haunted by our old cat. Because things will just fall off. My first flat was right beside a cemetery where my older sister was buried. And that was definitely haunted. Not here, no. Our old house that we lived in before moving to Florida. My parents suspected it was haunted. I used to have to do Saturday school to make up absences. And it was so creepy, the lights in the classroom down the hall would turn off and on by themselves when I would walk by. Yeah, no, screw that. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Oh wait, I need that one. And I need that one. It's not paying attention. I don't need that one. I need that one. This pile is getting big, guys. No. A lot of weird, creepy things happened at that house. Ugh. I'd be moving out. Bye-bye. Right, that's all the colours. Guys, this is all the colours that are left for the next page. Most of them are there. I will go through to make sure there's no doubles of the colour when I put them into their number piles like I did for the first page. I'm going to move this ruler out the way. I haven't used it yet. There. I have a bit more desk space. Right, I need to put them into piles of 7, 8, and 9. I currently live by the haunted train tracks, so of course we had to try it and it works. I can't remember who it was, but I think it might have been my mum said that about the council being haunted. I think it's by a priest. Like there's a priest down there. Why is there a priest down there? Who knows? He just really likes being down there. But someone was cleaning down there once and he just walked by and they were like, okay. And I said, yeah, if that was me, I'd be running up those stairs. I cannot handle real life scares. I can't even handle jump scares in games most of the time. That's why I play Resident Evil. Games known for being jump scary. There's a clip on this channel of me confronting a spider. If you really want to see me scream, then you can go and look at the spider clip. Because, oh boy. So before we moved into that house, there was a family there with a teenage son. When we moved in and weird stuff started happening, my parents tried to get some info on the prior owners, and the neighbours would not tell us what happened. It was always, oh, that poor family, they couldn't live there anymore with the painful memories. Oh no, I have a feeling I know where this is going and it makes me sad. Obviously something bad must have happened for the spirit of that person to be stuck there. Sometimes it's good to just cleanse a house when you move in to help any spirits move on. I feel like I've seen a 939. Yep, so into that pile over there. So the one neighbour finally budged and told us what happened. The son had committed suicide in the basement where all the creepy stuff took place, and the mum moved away. That's sad. I feel for that family, I really do. When we moved in, the one bedroom, his bedroom was still there, not packed or anything. Oh jeez. That must have been devastating for obviously it was because she had to move, but normally in those sorts of cases they take the stuff with them to make a shrine in the new house, they'll have a room. But I could also understand not wanting anything to do with it because of all the memories. So it would be really tough. I wouldn't know what I would do in that sort of situation. Oh, that's a spare. Oh, it's a spare too. So that later became my room, and that's where I started talking to an imaginary friend. Oh. Wow. You know, I couldn't imagine what I would do in that sort of situation. Oh my god, Lumi's using my notepad. So I have Lumi up as well. Look at this. This is what I mean as well. Like when I said earlier, orange, 740s. This brownie orange, then blues. DMC, why? You're weird. Right, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One off again. Sorry, I had to pop into Lumi's stream real quick. No, it's no worries. I've got her up too. Like, we share viewers, literally. So people will be popping in and out of mine and in and out of hers. So it's no problem. Like, I can see everything. Because that's where we're raiding when I'm done soon. I'll be on till 7:30 my time, which is in 19 minutes. So. But anyway, so many hours would die in that basement, like birds. What, like a bird would just come in and then just randomly die? Yeah. Oh. That's... Wow. Those poor birds and that as well. A squirrel somehow got under our deck and died. Oh, Jesus. That's crooked. Jeez, Carly. So much death. The imaginary friend thing? Scared the hell out of my dad. Yeah, no, I can't imagine it. It's scaring me. That's why you burn sage and cleanse the house. I did say that, but I wasn't sure if I was talking out my backside as well. But yeah, could you imagine finding out, like, some person's kid died in your house before you moved in? Now your child has an imaginary friend. I'd be like, excuse me? What? What now? Then my dad tells the story of how one night he was sleeping in the living room on the recliner and he woke up because he felt something strange. Oh, I'm gonna have the heebie-jeebies. This is a nice gradient. Can I just say, like, that's a nice gradient? Here he was, like, frozen in the chair while, like, this black fog thing came out of the fireplace. Nope. Nope. I hope you moved out after that. You were just like, your dad was just like, yeah, no, but we're going, guys. Let's go. Because that's what I'd have been like. I'm like, bye guys, they're going. Because, like, you shouldn't mess with ghosts. I have some memories of that house, but I always remember that the basement scared me to death, yeah. Wonder why. I mean, children's imaginations run wild as well, so you probably could have thought of like a million different things as to why a basement is scary. But sometimes children just know. Like, it's weird, children can sense death. And can see dead people and stuff, like not to do the Sixth Sense meme, where I say, I see dead people. But sometimes they just can. I was the same with my grandfather on my mother's side, just point blank refused to go down into his basement. I say grandma, I meant grandfather. I can't read. They say spirits attach better to children. Well, it's because their minds can't... What's the word? Come on, brain. Like, when you're an adult, you can think logically. You know, you can kind of try to explain away these things. Like, something fell off of somewhere and you were nowhere near it. Oh, clearly, like, maybe it was on the edge and the gust of wind came through, like a breeze, and it just fell off. Because sometimes that can just happen. Like, not everything is ghosts, but when you're a child, your brain's like, oh. Even with the lights on, I just refused. Even thinking about it now gives me chills, and that was before I was getting into horror movies, etc. Yeah, no, basements just are creepy. Like I said, just something about them anyways. I think it's just they're dark. They have weird stairs. And it's like, I still remember this one dream I had about the basement. This like huge black figure was coming up the stairs and it had the Blue Clues paws ahead. Oh. That doesn't sound like a dream, Carly. That sounds like a nightmare. That would be... I'd be like, I'm never watching Blue's Clues again. Nope. Not happening. I have... The thing as well, though, is I have a very active, overactive imagination. Like, I can watch horror films, and I'm fine watching them. As soon as the horror film's over, I start seeing things in the corner of my eye, and I'm like... Like, our stairs aren't the quietest of stairs, so I could be watching a horror film, and I'll be like, oh, this is fine. The stairs will creak because one of the cats is coming up the stairs, and I'm like, I'm gonna die. Oh, it's just a cat. But at the time, like, I'm dead, I'm dead. Like, I watched Scary Movie. You know, the thing that takes the mick out of scary movies? And the Grudge one got me. The well scene, I could not watch telly at night. I still have good memories of that house though, like the playground, the huge hill where we'd go sledding and stuff. Same, that's why I don't like watching scary movies, because of my imagination. That's the thing, like, I can watch them. Like, I know they're not real. I know, like, Freddy Krueger's not gonna come up the stairs and stuff. But at the same time, I'm like, Freddy Krueger's coming up those stairs and he's going to kill me. I will not be watching the new Alien movie in the dark. I really want to see that. I've never seen an Alien film. But do I really need to see Alien if I experience Alien? Carrie scared me so much when I was little. I don't think I've seen that. Watch at least the first one. But do I need to if I experience it? No, I will probably. At some point watch it. The reason why I'm saying that, I've probably said this like 6,000 times and you're all getting sick of it. But the director, someone who worked on the Alien film, had Crohn's disease. He has since, I found out, passed away from complications stemming from Crohn's disease. The chest burster is Crohn's. That's like the physical embodiment of Crohn's disease. So, you ever want to know what it's like? Just picture that scene. Because that is accurate. Surprisingly, the Halloween movies never scared me, but Friday the 13th did. I purposely never went near a window or glass door. Oh no. Have you seen the trailer for the new Alien movie? I want to say I have, but at the same time, I might not have. Oh, you know what it was? I might have seen the trailer for the new Alien VR game. That might be what I'm thinking of. Oh, I shouldn't lick my fingers. That's disgusting. Ugh. This nail varnish remover I used tastes disgusting. I have washed my hands like 6,000 times since I've used it. I can still taste it. It's coconut. I watched one of the Saw movies when I was little. Oh dear. Let's watch a trailer. You guys shouldn't be able to hear this, by the way. I'm gonna watch it now. Scared the hell out of me, but I'd never admit it to my brother. It's like I'm reacting to a trailer. That's a big hole. Nice. There's something in the water. He was watching it and I came out to the living room and was like, what movie is it? And he was like, it doesn't matter, just come watch. Then afterwards, when I was scared, he was like, that was Saw. Oh, nice. Nice kissing scene between a face hugger. The most British way of saying water. Water. There's something in the water. I don't think I'm going to be able to take this film seriously now I've heard that. Because I'm just going to be taking the mick out of the British guy. You have my kind of British where we pronounce every letter, and then you have water. No, it's water, not water. I don't do films with decapitation in them. That chest burster scene had me going, no, 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 no. Love the tinnitus in the advert. So, okay, the trailer's done. All I can think about is water. That's my review. Water. That's all you're getting out of me. I mean, it's basically, from what I could see, a retelling of the first film. Like, it had the classic Sigourney Weaver with Alien, like, right up in her face, except she screams this time. The face hugger was pretty rude to his face. I would call that was French kissing. Yeah, that was just a bit of French kissing. He slipped his tongue in. And something else too. Yeah. Just pop a little egg sack in you when you French kiss someone. Mm-mm-mm. And Emma's ruined French kissing. I'm sorry. But it's true. Look, at least you'll know. Like, if something slips down your throat, you'll know they're actually a face hugger. And you're now carrying a baby chest burster. So... you know, it's not all bad. That's how it looked to me. They were just... you know, every horror film has to have a sex or explicit scene. That was it. That was it. I'd just stand there and be like, Emma warned me about this. Oh, God. I really hope that doesn't happen to any of you. You're just kissing someone and something slides down your throat and you're like, oh god damn it, they were a face hugger. But at least I've warned you, you know? I've told you now, if someone kisses you and something slides down your throat, they're a face hugger, you're now going to give birth to a chest burster. I'm so sorry. Right. Let's try and pick up the pace. Enjoy the painful death. Yeah. Hey, at least on the way out, you'll experience Crohn's and then it'll be over. You know, you'll experience it one and done. Not every time. You'll be laying on your deathbed, the chest burster is on its way out, and you're like, God, I know where Emma goes through now. And that'll be it. You'll never have to experience it again. I'm in sync with you, I already feel it. But do you get the gallbladder symptoms from a gallbladder you don't have? Because that was me yesterday. I had the thing removed because it was painful and it's still painful. It sucks. But there isn't a gallbladder. No, there is no gallbladder, Carly. That was the whole point of me getting it removed. But it happens. That's why my body gave me a period instead. Yeah, phantom pain. Well, I know it's phantom pain. That's why I call it my phantom gallbladder pain. Because I don't have one anymore. But that's what it feels like. I was like, I got rid of you for this reason. You know, because you kept producing little stones, and I did not want them. They were not nice gifts, so you were evicted. There's actually a comic someone made of a gallbladder going up to someone going, I made this. And it's like, you made this for me? And they're like, yes. It's like, yeah, no. Yeah. No, I had that removed in 2018 and it still bugs me to this day. Gallbladder, you are the weakest link. Goodbye. Yeah, no, it was weak. Oh, for a tiny organ, it did cause massive pain. I can now understand why some people phone an ambulance thinking they're having a heart attack, only to find out it's their gallbladder. Because that happened to me one day. Oh my god, I felt like I had been speared through my chest, through my heart, and out my back. And it didn't matter if I ate or not. So my body loved that pain so much, it's just like, let's just permanently do it. How about a bit of Crohn's? And it's like, thanks. No, our theory is I've had Crohn's my whole life, and we've just never known until I needed to have surgery for something else related to it, and everything else happened. Because like at first, when this all started, we thought I had just overdone it at work, because I was having to do a lot more than what I normally would at work, because we were missing a person. She just up and quit and left us high and dry. So me and my aunt had to do extra work, and it killed me. We would literally go to work at like 3:30, come home at about 7:30, have something to eat, rest for a bit, go to bed, wake up in the morning, have breakfast and lunch, go to work, and it was just that constantly, and it was like, brr. I forgot how good the movie The Martian is. Have I ever seen The Martian? I don't know. Everything gets lost. Maybe I have, maybe I haven't. But yeah, so I developed abscesses. I had to have them drained, and they didn't heal properly. Like, at all. Because when you have certain types of surgery, they leave you open. So you heal from the inside out. Especially when you've had an infection. They don't like to close the hole up in case you still have an infection. Otherwise, they've just given it a breeding ground. It would not close. A year later, it was still open. And they were like, So they started testing me for things like diabetes. I'm not diabetic. And then they started testing like for other things that can cause slow healing. Nothing wrong with that. Nope, just got Crohn's, which we didn't find out till 2021. So it's the one with Mark Wahlberg. He's an astronaut that is thought to have been killed and he's left behind on Mars. So he creates this whole like mini farm for himself to survive until he gets rescued. Okay, I've heard of it. I've never seen it. Thank you for the refresher. I've never seen that. I've heard it, never watched it. Right, we're gonna finish these threads here, and then I'm calling it for today. I did say past, but I've already got these ones out, so I'll finish these and then we'll be done for today. We will be heading over to Lumasalin, as always. But like, just thinking how brilliant the astronauts like this are. Like, they're brilliant. Yeah, they are. They have to be. They have to be resourceful. Like, if the space station was to suddenly break, they'd have to fix it, so they'd have to know how to do all that. If they ended up on another planet, they'd have to do something to survive until help could get to them. Although, if you think about it, I don't think they'd live on Mars for that long. Not because of their bad survival instincts, but because Mars could be inhabitable right now still. I could never. Yeah, no, neither could I. I would just die. I wouldn't even be in space in the first place. So Like, space is cool and all that, but would I go up there? No. Just something about all that open space just terrifies me. And black holes. They terrify me too. I'd run out of potatoes and water and then be like, okay, time to go. I wouldn't even have made it that far. No, the potatoes would have rotted, be inedible, wouldn't be able to make any more. Dead. I'd probably also die because me and potatoes don't do very well. So I would just go out like Elvis. Open water terrifies me. Well, I can't swim, so that too. Just open spaces in general terrify me. OMG, I just got that reference. I was waiting for someone to work it out. Yeah, I would just go out like Elvis. On the toilet. Goodbye. I was like, huh? You die on a toilet? Yeah. Like how Elvis. Yeah, because me and potatoes don't do great. But I put it together. But that man was hella constipated because of all the opioids he was taking. Which people suspect he had an IBD of some sort, like Crohn's or colitis. And the reason why he was taking opioids was because of his pain. But opioids constipate you. So you're supposed to take other things. Except sometimes those other things do more harm than good, so... And they didn't have laxatives like stuff back then. And Elvis had to keep up his image. So... He probably had a mega toxic colon. And that probably was what killed him. Poor Emma. Don't be dying on any toilets now. I'll try not to, Carly. That'd be so embarrassing. If I did. You'd all laugh and cry at the same time, like, oh my god, she died on the toilet. It'd be the funniest way for someone like me to go, but also the sad. If we go with my Bane reference, I was born on a toilet and I'll die on a toilet. It's like full circle. But only in the Bane reference. So... Right, last one for today. Wednesday, I'll be back doing this. I'll be doing the 8s, 9s, and the 3000s. If we get all these done Wednesday, I'll be starting this on Wednesday stream, if not Friday. But, oh, my arms. After this, I'm going to be working on my Tiny Modernist Patreon, so... The threads I ordered yesterday for the bee I started yesterday are on their way. They shipped. So they could be here tomorrow or Wednesday. And then I'll go back to the bee because I need to finish that bee before my mum's birthday. My great-grandmother didn't die on the toilet, but she couldn't go to the bathroom nearing the end of her life. So it came out the other way. Yeah. I've not experienced that. I need to say that straight off the bat because the way I was sounding, I was like, oh no. She had renal cancer, I believe. Oh, poor woman. One of my great-grandparents had colon cancer and ended up with a colostomy because of it. So people in this family do know like what they are and stuff, so it's not like such a big deal. Like I've heard horror stories like you need to make sure you burp them because if you don't they will explode and you'll end up with flying feces. Lovely. But if I was to get on, I'd be getting an ileostomy, so not a colostomy. I couldn't even imagine going through that possibility. Then vomiting it up, which is, yeah, no. I've heard stories of it, and I'm so scared of it happening. So I'm like, I would be swallowing bleach to rinse that out. Because no. And we are done. Let me do this ring up before I drop them and they all fall off. The bleach would then kill you. Yeah, well, you'd have to drink a lot of it. It'd probably just scar me. You can drink bleach and live. Don't bonk me, Carly. I should get a little hammer to put on Leap's head. No, I wasn't gonna drink it like this. I'm not gonna drink like this. I meant like to rinse my mouth out. Perfect timing. Gotta clip that, huh? Clip what? But yeah, this is our... Wait, come over here. This is what we did. We did all this today. A ring and a bit. That's not bad for nearly 3 hours and 15 minutes. We did have Zelda come along at some point. And I did have a little break. You know, I keep streaming, I don't have breaks. I do that a lot. For some reason. I just get so in the zone when I stream that I just forget to take breaks. Oh, my chair's creaking. Right. Oh, stretch. Oh, the emote! The emote that pops up. I forgot about that. Yeah, no, that's supposed to pop up. I forgot. Right, I'm gonna put this. Sorry, it's a little crinkly. Yeah, no, I set that up. That's an emote. I actually have that. It's on BTTV, I think, because we ran out of room on Twitch. Yes, BTTV. I don't have BTTV on my mod settings. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter then. On my I have better Twitch TV. It gives you more emotes. So sometimes when I'm in Lumi's stream, you'll see me use emotes that you won't have. Those are my BTTV emotes. I don't have access to them on my chat. No, I don't have access to them. How rude. If I go to my channel, 1 second. Mute. I don't want to hear it. If I go here and then I go, here it is. There it is, Carly. Bonk. I have more emotes in my BTTV because Twitch only gives me so many spaces, so BTTV comes in handy. Speaking of, I did upload an emote there. It's still awaiting review. Ugh. But yeah. Oh, that's why it sometimes comes up like that. Yeah, sometimes it will come up as just the text if you're on mobile as well, because it's not available. Yeah. Yeah, that's why sometimes we'll say if it's a no emote day or if it's an emote day, because sometimes the chat, you want the bonking emote. Well, it's on BTTV, Carly. I don't have any spaces for it on Twitch, or as it be on Twitch. Sorry. I want all my emotes that are on BTTV to be on Twitch at some point, and vice versa, so they're accessible to everyone. You can, if you get BTTV, you can add my emotes to your BTTV channel. That's why Lumi has some of mine in her BTTV. Because that's just how it works. Sorry, more crinkling. Sorry. I'll just put that there. What I'll do is I have to put these into 2 separate bags so I don't get these all mixed up. I just sorted those out. Hey, yes, we are... Look, I can reach... Hang on. I can reach my keyboard. This is the first stream I've been able to actually reach my keyboard because I don't have a cross-stitch stand in the way. So I can reach. But we are heading over to... That's a 0. We don't want to type that. I thought that was your keyboard at first. No, yes, my keyboard is just this big. No, these are the stickers. They go on the floss chips. My keyboard's over here. Oh, there it is. Right. The mic is still a little in the way. But this is where we're... Did that not send? This is where we're going. If you are a sub, I still haven't changed my sub stuff. I'm sorry, guys. One of these days, I will change that. You can use this message. You can change that and add. And, the gremlins, because that's what we do now. We add gremlins, and we do Emma is here and she brought the frogs. Sorry, my keyboard's really loud, so you're probably just hearing like clack clack. Or you could do that, Carly, but there's the other one. And if you're not a sub, this is the raid message. Just generic frogs, because of course. God, I forgot how to spell Lumi's full username then. But yeah, this was it. We were going to raid Lumi, so I'll start that now, actually. No, invalid username. How did I spell it wrong? Oh, I see. Right, never mind. There we go. So that's where we're heading. I want to thank you all for being here. We did get through quite a bit. We will go through more of these on Wednesday. No, thank you, Little, and thank you, Carly, for the stream. Thank you for being here. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. Let's switch scenes. Yeah, Wednesday. I will be back with more of this because this is going to be the project that never ends. Hopefully we get this done within this week and then I can start it before the hate sale starts back up because... And yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful day. Give Lumi all the love and I will see you all on Wednesday. Goodbye. Oh, and thank you for the follow, Carly, and the sub. Even though I thanked you at the time, thank you again. I appreciate it. I appreciate all of you being here. Now, bye-bye.